one of the greats that I love to study is Andre Ward. And it's been a blessing for me because he's become a good friend of mine over the years. And anytime I've needed to reach out and look for direction or get an opinion, he's always done his best to point me in the right direction. And one thing that I've heard Dre say time and time again is not all opinions are validated. And I think that that's a good, theme for this press conference because, the other day at the Grand Arrivals, somebody on his team, it may have been your brother, was shouting at me, calling me a bum. And that's easy for him to say because he's on the sidewalk. Because I guarantee if you jumped out here in traffic, you get hit like a Mack truck. Like I said, come up here and say that in my face. See how that works out. No, come up here and say it in my face. So like I said, not all opinions are validated because Trevor himself knows that I'm not a bum. That's why you want to fight me, because you want to be on the big leagues, you want to be on the big stage, and you can't do that by fighting a bum. You do that by fighting a real fighter, and that's what you're looking at, a real fighter, not a bum. So it don't matter what he says. You know I'm not a bum. Everybody you've been fighting is bums, but you're not fighting a bum now. So like I said, not all opinions are validated. So I guess basically the moral of the story is if you have a brother who's walking around calling professional athletes bums, then you don't have a little brother, you got a little sister. Ain't that right?
Fuck you.
Caleb Plant, ladies and gentlemen, what is it now, 115 degrees? It got really hot up here right now. Let's just say I don't want to be the third man in the ring when these two guys collide. Trevor McCUMBY, I was up here and you guys were going back and forth. First of all, is there bad blood between you guys, and where does that stem from?
There's no bad blood on my side. I mean, we're getting ready to fight, so, things are going to be said. I think Caleb's, put this thing in his head that, I think he needs to just, make his opponent every time he gets in there a villain, and, that's cool. I don't really let things get in my head. I go in and I handle business no matter who I'm fighting. And anything anybody says in press conferences or anything like that, it doesn't mean nothing to me.
So the words that you both exchange, it doesn't add any extra motivation to you?
Oh, it does a little bit. I mean, I think he's just emotional. He's he lets people get in his head way too easily. I think he got really upset that he was called a bum. I don't think Caleb's a bum. He's not a bum. He's, former world champion, but he beat Uzgatagi and Durrell. And I mean, besides that, just looking at those, I don't know who else, he's beat in the high level.
But we don't know anybody that you beat.
I know that. That's why we're fighting on Saturday. So we will see, baby.
Caleb, for you, the war of words between you two, I mean, you've been there and have fought the world's best, but how does Trevor McCUMBY rank in terms of the opponents that you've stepped inside the ring with?
I mean, we'll figure that out on Saturday night. He is undefeated, and he's looking to stay that way. So I know he's coming in motivated, but me and my team, we've had a great camp. And, I'm sure a lot of fighters say this at press conferences, but this is like the best camp I've ever had and the sharpest I've ever boxed. And, it's been some time since my last fight, but I've done 359 rounds of sparring since my last fight. So I've been staying busy, and I'm extremely sharp. So we'll see where he ranks after. We got to figure that out.
How much have you missed this 18 months away from the ring? You were born to be a prize fighter, taking on an undefeated guy in a bounce back. You could have taken a guy that is not undefeated and not a power puncher like him, but, how much have you missed this?
Yeah, I mean, I love being under the lights. I love all the fight week festivities. And, this is the name that they brought to me. And, besides some of the mega fights I've been in, I don't really pick between opponents. They send them to me, and, I nod my head and say, let's get it. So, I'm excited to be back.
I've heard nothing but rave reviews from your camp. Stephen Breadman Edwards, your father Richie Plant, your lovely wife Jordan Plant, and I see that your daughter Charlie Plant's in camp as well. But that family atmosphere that you have within your gym, how much does that mean to you? You're going to be wearing some shoes as a tribute to your family as well. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, it means the world to me. I mean, you guys know I'm a family man. I love my family. It means a lot to have my dad in there with me, Doretta, Charlie, Jordan, and, Brett. He's like an uncle now, so it means a lot. I have a good team. I enjoy working with all of them, and it makes the process, a lot more fun.
Trevor, a win over Caleb Plant. What does that do for your career?
Oh, it's huge. Obviously, you guys know he has a name. So we both chose to fight each other, and it's a match made in heaven. We're going to have a great fight. And I'm coming to take his will. And
Saturday night, in the mind of Trevor McCumby, how does the fight unfold against Caleb Plant?
We'll see. I don't know how he's going to come out. He doesn't know how I'm going to come out. So, but I guarantee you guys, you need to tune in, show up, watch this fight. It's going to be a great fight. I think it's going to steal the show.
Caleb, a win over Trevor McCumby would make you the interim WBA super middleweight champion of the world, putting championship gold around your waist. But where do you see yourself if you're victorious after this matchup?
With the WBA belt around my waist, I can't see past that. It's one fight at a time, and I'm focused on the task in front of me right now. So we'll see.
Caleb, you've had some bold predictions in the past, but on Saturday night against the undefeated Trevor McCumby, how does it go down?
It goes down and the new. And like I said, then putting that WBA interim title around my waist, and it'll be nice.
Caleb Plant, Trevor McCumby, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for them.